This has got to be the most passive way to earn an online income by using Claude AI to create a landing page that drives sales to high-ticket products like these pieces of furniture, where we can earn around $170 in profit every time somebody purchases this sofa, for example. Now, not only does this landing page come equipped with a highly enticing product showcase video featuring these exact items, let me give you a quick preview.
This has completely uplifted my living room. I'm obsessed with my coffee table and my sofa. The quality is just insane. The fireplace is incredible. So if you want to check them out, read more below.
But we can also place this landing page directly in front of an audience of thousands who are specifically searching online with the intention of purchasing furniture. This method is highly effective. It is completely hands-off once you set it up, which I'm going to show you exactly how to do step by step right now. Let's get into the video. So to set this method up, we're going to need three things. The first of which are those best-selling products that we can select to start driving sales to. And for that, we're going to be using Auto DS, which I'll leave a link to in the video description. It's an incredible platform giving us access to thousands of best-selling and trending products that we can select to start driving those sales. And to maximize the amount of those sales that we can get, the second thing that we need is a landing page, just like I showed you earlier, containing a highly enticing video sales letter showcasing those exact products that we're going to be driving sales to in that video. And on that landing page will also be strong call to actions linking to the products themselves. And last but certainly not least, we need to make sure that our customer can actually purchase these products after clicking onto them by creating a very simple online store just like this, ensuring they can actually order those products, allowing them to get it shipped out to them and make that transaction, at which point you'll earn a profit for every single order that is made. So the first thing we'll do is set up our store, and by far the easiest way to do this is by using Shopify, which not only links with AutoDS, allowing you to import your products onto your store, but it's also free to start using. So if you click onto my link in the video description for AutoDS and you do get signed up, the first thing you'll see is it will ask you to select your selling channel. I'll click on to where it says Shopify. And when you sign up, you'll be asked a few questions such as which type of products that you plan to sell. In this example, it is that furniture equipment. I'll click onto home and garden, then continue. And here is where you can connect your Shopify store to start importing those best-selling products, which we can start driving sales to. A few ways you can do this. For this step, I'm going to click onto where it says create a shop manually. Enter in your email address so you can start using Shopify for free. And to very easily create your store, if you simply click onto online store on the left-hand side, you can select from a wide range of free templates or themes. If I go to visit theme store, I can then filter by the free themes, and I'll click onto one of my favorite Shopify themes, which is Dawn. And to start importing our products onto this theme, I'll simply click onto where it says try theme. You'll then see a message like you've successfully added Dawn. You can see it at the bottom here underneath draft themes, and we're now ready to start importing those best-selling products to start driving those sales. So if I go back over to this window for AutoDS, you now want to click onto where it says existing Shopify store and then continue, and you'll then be prompted to install the AutoDS app. This is how you can seamlessly start importing the products that you select directly onto your Shopify store. So I'll simply install it. You'll then be taken directly over to the AutoDS marketplace, where you can seamlessly start importing any one of these thousands of products directly onto your store. On the left-hand side, you can select from hand-picked products, trending products. Now, in this particular example, you want to make sure that you select no more than 3 products. The reason for that, if I go back over to my landing page, you want to make sure that you select just enough products, 3 or 4 maximum, to fit into a highly enticing, high quality, high converting product showcase video that is 15 seconds long, that will serve as the video sales letter, which will prompt your customers to click onto any one of these call to actions at the bottom here, which correspond perfectly with the exact items that we're going to be importing onto our Shopify store. Again, if I play the end of this VSL right here.
So if you want to check them out, read more below.
A subtle yet highly effective call to action which can maximize the amount of sales that we can drive to our product page, especially when promoting this landing page to an audience who are specifically shopping and searching online right now with the intention of purchasing furniture. So before we start driving that traffic, the first thing that we want to do is to go back over to AutoDS, and I'll seek out 3 furniture items that are not only best selling but also high ticket. So the first thing I will do is filter down by the home and garden category. Once I've done that, I then want to filter down by best selling, which I can do by clicking onto where it says best sellers right here, and to filter down by high ticket items underneath where it says price range, I'll click onto the drop down and I'll go for $100 plus. And one of those best selling items that I've clicked onto is this living room coffee table with over 2,000 reviews and a rating of 4.6. To very easily import it into my store, I'll simply click onto where it says import as draft. And if I then click onto where it says view in drafts, we'll then see that best selling coffee table in our draft list alongside that TV stand, fireplace and sofa ready to import directly into our Shopify store. Now to very easily do that in a single click, I'll click onto this checkbox right here to select all, and I'll simply click onto where it says import all. So before we take a look at our store with our imported products that we can start driving sales to, I first want to head over to Claude and type in a prompt that we can use to start building out our landing page. And this landing page, as you saw earlier guys, again, does have a highly enticing video sales letter at the top of it, featuring that exact furniture equipment in the video. Now to very easily create a landing page just like this to absolutely maximize the amount of traffic that you can get to your store, what you want to do is to type in a prompt into Claude, which I've left a link to in the video description. You can access this exact prompt, but you want to make sure that you replace 2 things in this prompt that are variables. The first variable is your store URL. So we're going to go back over to Shopify and view our store to get that URL so we can paste it into our prompt. And the second thing that we need to insert into this prompt is the URL to the video contained in our landing page. So before we go back over to Shopify and get the link to our store, let me first show you how to very quickly create an incredible product showcase video just like this and how to generate the link for it. Now, one of my favorite tools to do this is OpenArt, which I'll leave a link to in the video description. Once you get signed up to OpenArt, if you click onto where it says video right here, you'll be taken to a page that looks something like this, where the default frame to video is selected. What you want to do for this strategy is click onto where it says text with reference, and you can see that I've uploaded an image for each one of those products, those furniture items that we are selling on our online store that I got from AutoDS. So you want to make sure that you download those images, click onto where it says add visual references, then click onto where it says upload media to upload each one of those images to transform them into a highly enticing product showcase video. Now, along with those images, I've typed in a single prompt asking it to basically create that product showcase video with that furniture obsessed lady with a British accent talking about how she loves each and every one of those furniture items, with a strong call to action saying to read more below. And I'll also leave a copy of this prompt that I'm using in OpenArt in the same document that I've linked to in the video description, containing that Claude prompt if you did want to use something similar. And with one click, I'll go to where it says generate. You'll then end up with a highly impressive, super realistic product showcase video like this one that I showed you earlier.
This has completely uplifted my living room. I'm obsessed with my coffee table.
Absolutely incredible. And what I will say, guys, with OpenArt, although you can get signed up completely for free, it is worth upgrading. Now, I'm only on the Essential plan, which is only $7 a month, but that gives me a ton of usage credits that I'm able to use to create longer, high-quality videos just like this. Now, in order to generate a link for this video, the first thing I'll do is download it by clicking onto this download symbol right here. So going back over to Shopify, before I show you how we get the link to our store, which we can insert into our Claude prompt right here, we also need to get the link to that video that we just downloaded to do exactly the same, and we can generate that link within Shopify itself. So going back over to Shopify, if I click onto where it says content on the left hand side and then files, here you're able to see where all of the images for your product photos are hosted. It is an image repository, but it also lets you host video files as well. So what I did is I actually uploaded that video video that we just downloaded from OpenArt into this file repository right here. That then allows me to get a link for that video by clicking onto this link symbol on the right hand side to copy that link, then go back over to Claude and simply paste in that video URL right here. So what we now need is that store URL as well before I show you how to set your profit margins for those items on your store before we link it to this landing page to start driving traffic, high purchase intent traffic from those who are specifically searching online for furniture. Before we get into all of that, guys, let's first get the URL for our store by going back over to Shopify. And if I click onto where it says online store right here, the first thing I'll do is actually show you our store. Let's actually take a look at it. We know we are using the Dawn theme. If I click onto where it says edit theme right here, we'll then get a preview of our store, which we can very simply edit. Now, I did make 2 edits, which uplifted the look of our store massively. I'll show you exactly what those edits are. The first is related to this top image banner. Now, the default that it will give you is for the height of the banner. If I click onto the banner, guys, on the right-hand side, you'll see this height drop down right here will be large, which, as you can see, takes up far too much room. So I recommend adjusting it over to small. I also added in this image, which I was able to get from Shopify's free image library. If I click onto where it says change on the right hand side here, you can search from a huge selection of different images which you can upload for your image banner. Obviously, just make sure that image banner is in line with the niche for the store products that you are selling. And finally, at the bottom here where it says featured products, as we know, we are featuring 3 different products on our store. Make sure that the number of featured products matches the collection layout columns on the right hand side here. Look what happens if I change this from 3 to 4, for example. As you'll see, there is this sort of extra space on the right hand side. Make sure that it does match so they take up the space perfectly. Now, the final thing that I did add in is this logo right here, which I very easily created within OpenArt. Rather than clicking onto where it says video, if you click onto where it says image, you can use models like Nano Banana Pro to very easily create a logo for a store that sells boutique living room furniture, which I typed in, clicked onto where it says generate to get an awesome minimalistic logo just like this, which I downloaded. And if I click onto this settings cog on the top left, you'll see the option to insert a logo by clicking onto this drop down right here. And once you're happy with your store, you can very easily publish it by going back over to the online store section and simply clicking onto where it says publish, which I've already done for the store that we just created using the Dawn theme, allowing us to then copy over the link to our published store and pasting it directly into our Claude AI prompt before hitting enter to create an incredible, highly enticing VSL landing page containing strong call to action links to each one of those products on our store. Now, before I talk about how we can absolutely maximize the amount of traffic that we can drive to this landing page, I first want to talk about profit, how much profit we will earn every single time somebody purchases any one of these items. Now, you can check this by going into Auto DS. If you click onto products on the left-hand side here, you can sort of see the amount of profit by default in this row. But if I click onto these 3 dots right here for any one of these items, and then go over to where it says edit, you'll see the buy price, which is the price that we're able to source the product at from the supplier via AutoDS at $798 Australian. Guys, that is my local currency. You will see yours in your local currency, whether that be USD, Euro, and so on. And you'll also see the sell price at $1,376. Now, that is a 20% profit margin that we'll make every single time somebody purchases that sofa. And you'll be able to see the total profit on the top right-hand corner right here. Now, if you did want to increase or even decrease the profit margin, what I will say, in order to determine what you should set your sell price at, if you did want to change it, is to have a look online at what similar items are selling for with similar features and benefits and price your item accordingly. And whenever any one of your customers purchase any of those items on your store, the supplier will ship that product out to the customer on your behalf. And it's at that point that you pocket the profit. Now, before we talk about profits, we first need to talk about high purchase intent traffic. Our goal should be to drive as much high purchase intent intent traffic to, first of all, our landing page so they can watch this highly enticing VSL to maximize the amount of those clicks that we get onto those call to actions, ultimately onto our product pages, and ultimately the amount of those sales that we can make. And one traffic source that we can leverage to do this is the Realize Ads platform, which I'll leave a link to in the video description. Once you click onto that link, you can simply click onto where it says Start Campaign to create your Realize account. And when you set your campaign up, one of the options that you'll see at the top is to choose your main objective. Now this is gold. If I hover over this question mark right here, you'll see it will say, based on your objective, your marketing objective, the Realize platform will optimize your campaign for the best possible results, depending on the objective that you set. And in our case, we want to absolutely maximize the amount of online purchases that we make so we can get people to buy our products. And by creating a campaign with Realize, they will optimize that campaign to maximize the objective that we set, to maximize those online purchases. Now, if I scroll down before I talk about the rest of this form, if I go to where it says audience targeting right here, here is where we can select that high purchase intent audience who are specifically searching online, displaying interest in the exact type of products that we are selling on our online store. For example, look at this audience that I was able to select. I won't read the entire description, but as you can see, it does say users who have demonstrated intention to buy in the home and garden niche, specifically furniture. And the Realize platform is able to identify these high purchase intent audiences by looking at the type of websites they've been visiting, the type of products they've been searching, and so on. Now, in order to select an audience with high purchase intent for the products that you are promoting, let's say furniture in this example, you can type in absolutely anything. If I click onto this search bar right here next to where it says include underneath marketplace audiences, and let's say I'll type in furniture over here. Now, there are a ton of different audiences that you can select from, but what you want to do is scroll down and look for the word intent. As you can see, guys, it does say intent here, which signifies strong purchase intent. This is the audience that I selected right here. As we saw, they do have the intention of purchasing based on what they're searching for online in the home and garden niche, specifically furniture. I saw another list of intent audiences up here underneath e-commerce. Here we've got furniture, specifically chairs, furniture specifically beds, and so on. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down and click onto where it says next. But what I will do, guys, I won't go through every single field on this form, but I will leave a link in the video description from the Realize platform itself, which shows you exactly how to set up your own campaign, going through exactly step by step what you can fill in. And to launch your campaign ad, you'll need to first upload an image, and something that I absolutely love with OpenArt. If I go over to it, if I go over to this video that we created earlier, if I click play just for a second.
This has completely uplifted my living room. I'm obsessed.
This is the shot that we are going to use for our ad. What I can do is simply click onto where it says grab a frame right here and simply download that frame. Go back over to Realize and upload that here. And after entering in a headline, description, and crucially a call to action button for our ad, we want to maximize online purchases. So I've selected shop now right here. We'll be able to preview our ad on the right hand side. Now, before I click onto where it says advanced preview, what you want to do is make sure whenever they click onto where it does say shop now, that they're taken directly to our highly enticing video sales letter landing page right here, which means we need to generate a URL for that landing page. And to very easily get that link, you want to head back over to Claude, download your file as an HTML, and to create a link from that HTML file, I recommend going over to a hosting site like tiny.host with 2 eyes. I'll leave a link to it in the video description, and you can upload that file to tiny.host to generate that URL, which I can then paste directly into the landing page URL field on Realize. And if I click onto where it says advanced preview, you will be able to see an example of a preview of your ad to get an idea as to how it will be displayed to those who are specifically searching online with high purchase intent, specifically for furniture, and we can display that ad or get a preview for it for a wide range of different websites and news networks across both desktop and mobile. Again, guys, with the audience that we selected, doesn't matter what website the person is browsing, if they are detected by the Realize platform as being somebody who has been searching with high purchase intent specifically for furniture, they'll see that ad on a wide variety of different websites. Doesn't need to be furniture related whatsoever. Again, I've got a link in the video description containing detailed step-by-step instructions outlining exactly how you can set up a new campaign in the Realize Ads platform. Now, of course, this is a paid traffic source, but you can start with a relatively low budget, and the return on ad spend can be incredibly rewarding. Now, I don't want to end this video without showing you how to utilize a completely free source of traffic, which can be just as effective to drive a ton of high purchase intent shoppers to your online store, which is Pinterest. Now, they have a feature called Pinterest Shopping Trends, where you can see exactly what online shoppers are searching for to identify what type of products are likely to sell most. And you can select from a wide range of different shopping categories to identify those trends, including furniture. If I click onto where it says furniture, you'll be able to see a ton of different trending searches related to furniture. So I've identified this one right here, living room aesthetic, which has been absolutely exploding in popularity over the last month or so. And if I scroll down, we're able to see exactly how people are capitalizing on these trends and how they're making money with those online shoppers who are searching those terms into Pinterest. So here you can see some of the top performing pins for those search terms. And if I click onto any one of these pins, such as this one right here, promoting a warm, neutral living room with affordable modern finds, I can then click onto the link on that pin, and I'll then be taken directly over to Amazon, where we can purchase the products displayed in their Pinterest pin photo, meaning they'll earn an affiliate commission or a cut of that purchase price whenever we make a purchase for this sofa right here, for example. Now, the problem with an affiliate marketing strategy when promoting furniture is this: the commission rate is only 3%. Amazon affiliate commissions are notoriously low for the vast majority of the products on Amazon. When you compare that 3% commission rate to the 20% markup that we are implementing from that product that we sourced directly from AutoDS, which we can very easily change. We can also increase it if that is a fair price. It doesn't compare whatsoever. And there is a way to make pins that absolutely outcompete the pins like the ones that we saw on Pinterest by using OpenArt, by creating Pinterest video pins showcasing, for example, a product showcase just like this. Of course, you'd change the dimensions that could absolutely get a ton more clicks than those other pins displayed on Pinterest. And if you'd like to see a more detailed video that focuses specifically on these traffic methods, where I can dive really deep, show you how to create all of the campaign material, go through everything step by step, not only for Pinterest and Realize, but others as well, drop a comment down below and I can definitely do that. So in this video, we saw a viable, highly effective way that we can set up effectively an online furniture business in what was that, around 30 minutes. And I was teaching it, right? So even quicker. And all of that can be done for incredibly low cost. Again, you can sign up to Shopify, which you can try for free via my AutoDS link in the video description. And to sign up to AutoDS itself, where you can source thousands of those best-selling trending products, they also have a trial as well, which is only $1. OpenArt, also completely free, although I do recommend upgrading it to the Essential plan, only $7. You'll be able to generate up to 50 videos and 4,000 images. Definitely worth it. Links in the video description. If you got value from this video, please make sure that you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so you get notified every single time that I release a new online money making video. Take care.